Okay. So you're all getting, I'm a little bit energized and just freaking pumped about life today. Uh, so we wanted to bring you guys just as we've talked with you and we posted polls in the group. Um, one common theme is this like routine and habits, and how do I get into a routine, or I start a routine and I stick to it for a few weeks and then something happens and like I'm thrown off and then poof, it's gone. And so we wanted to share some of our best tips and things that have helped us so much. And also just answer any questions that you guys might have about what's going on in the group. And we're just kind of going around a few of the different coaches that are in there to answer questions and help in any way we can. Honestly, we were talking about this, like whether you join us right now or not, like we still want to bring you value and we still want to have some sort of impact in your life and help you somehow. So I'm Shannon. I've been a coach for about 6 years, and I'll give a quick little blurb to start and then pass it off. But for me, the way my brain works is I do a lot of brain dumps. So when I have something that I want to do or a goal, I brain dump like everything that I need to do. And I break it down into the very smallest, hey, Beth. I break it down into the very smallest steps that like possible. So if I have to do groceries, I break it down into, okay, first I need to look in my cupboards, or first I need to see what are we cooking for the next week? And every single one of those things goes on a checklist. And so it doesn't feel as overwhelming. And so I think we overcomplicate things a lot. So for me, that's what's been the best thing to help me get into a routine and really stick with it and build habits, is breaking it down into the stupid, simple steps. Like if it's not small enough that you could go do it right now, then it's too big. Like if you're like, oh no, I couldn't get up and go do that in 5 minutes. If I can say, okay, I could get up and go do that right now. I can get up right now and go look in my cupboards and just see what I have already. And then, start kind of making a list from that. And I do that with everything, when I first started working out, with my business, with life in general, when I want to organize a room or a closet or like stupid laundry, which is never ending. But that's, I know, what helps me the most is breaking it down into just like baby steps. I don't have enough brain power to hold a bunch of other stuff. So Shaylee, your turn.
What's up? My computer is always really lagging, so sorry if I'm like slow over here. But my name is Shaylee. I've been a coach for just over 3 years now, and what helps me with my routine the most is just like Shannon said, taking it day by day. Like some days you're going to have like the best days, and some days are going to like you just don't want to do anything. And so I tell my clients all the time, like, you get to decide how your day is going to go. If you wake up and you're in a shitty mood, like, oh, excuse me, if you wake up and you're in a crappy mood, you like can either smash it in the head and be like, okay, I'm going to make today good, or you can be in a shitty mood all day, and so your routine is how you make it. What works best for me is waking up in the morning before my boys wake up, because I need that me time. Like I need it so bad, so I can handle everybody else's needs for the rest of the day. I've got to handle myself. I've got to get myself in check and like have my own me quiet time before everybody else needs everything from me. And so that's really what I focus on, is getting my me time in before my boys wake up. It doesn't always happen that way, but it is how you make it. So you just have to learn to adapt and overcome. And let's say you want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but you slept like crap that night. And so you're like, oh, I'm just so tired. That's fine. Your routine is how you make it. So if a 4:30 wake up call isn't going to work for you that day, it's fine. Let it go, adapt and overcome, get your workout in. No, don't make excuses. I mean, if you are ill or you have an injury, of course, don't work out, but don't just not work out because you don't want to. You have to, like, your word, and I tell this to my clients a lot too, or like all of the girls in my can you still hear me? It says my internet connection is unstable. Okay. I tell my girls a lot, like, your word that you give to others is super important, right? So if you tell somebody, I'm there, yes, I am coming to dinner tonight, we will go do that, we will do this, I will come over and cook dinner for you because you just had your baby, you wouldn't flake on them if your friend was like, oh my gosh, please, like, let's go do this together, we had plans, and like, you make plans, you go do it because you show up for your friends, right? So the word that you give to yourself is more important than your word to others. And so I always really try to focus on that. If I tell myself I'm going to work out today, I'm going to work out today because that matters. And I have to learn that if I say I'm going to show up for myself, I'm going to show up for myself, because then that builds trust for myself. Like, nope, this is important to me. That makes it a very big priority on your priority list. And to just show up for yourself, you have to just keep doing it, even on the days that you don't want to, because on the days that you show up whenever you least likely or least want to, and you're just like, I don't want to do this, those are the most important days, because that makes the days that you do show up even more like you just get more grateful about it. Like, okay, yesterday I didn't want to, I still did it, and wow, I feel amazing today. So that's my biggest tip for staying on routine, is just sticking to your word and keeping your promises that you tell yourself and just doing the damn thing.
Sadie.
I guess. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I went into a different room so you couldn't hear yelling. But my name's Sadie Hedges. I've been a coach for a year and a half. Yeah, year and a half now. I've been doing Beachbody for longer than that. It's been like 4.5 years. But my biggest tip is pretty much like what Shaylee said. I have to wake up before my boys. Otherwise, I just don't, like, I find myself pausing my workouts more. It makes me like more stressed out. I'm shorter with them, or I lose my patience. So me and my husband, with this lifting program, Lift More, we started getting up and doing our workouts first. And I've never been a person to like just get up and do that, because I've wanted to drink my Energize, but I've been doing that. And then I'm having more time with them in the mornings to do my morning routine and just spend time with them before school. And I've been loving it that way. So like Shannon said, it's however you make your routine, like it's whatever works best for you. I usually, because my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are so packed full of work and school, I will make my Energize before I go to bed, put it in the fridge, because you can do that and you just shake it up real good. Set my workout clothes, set my shoes, or you can even sleep in them. And then I have to have like 4 alarms. So I'm that person. But somebody posted in our accountability group, it might have been Kaylin's group, like today was really hard for her. She didn't want to do it. And she's showing up in the accountability group, and she's, pushing through those hard days. So like my biggest thing is like those hard days are what helps you the most. Like those are the times you really dig deep and you just finish the workout. I mean, it might not be your best, but you push play and you did it, and you can call it a day. Because I don't know about you, but I've never regretted a workout. Today I wasn't feeling getting up early. I've been having like headaches and stuff, and I was like, I think I just need to sleep. So I listened to my body, and I was grateful that I did. But I made sure when my husband came home, we pushed play on our workout and we freaking got it done. And he was about to not do it, and I said, no, sir, we're not getting behind it anymore. So like him having to do this program, it's even up my accountability even more. So another thing is like finding a close friend or partner to do it with helps so much more. And of course, the accountability of this community is just like, that's what does it for me, is having these women to do it with, because without it, like, no, I want to be keeping on top of my workouts. I mean, it would have ended a long time ago. So I think that's my spiel on that.
ferociously nodding my head here. Ashley. Yeah.
You're probably gonna have yelling from this one. He's, I think, going through some stuff. I don't know what the deal is, but he's very clingy and loud. My name is Ashley. I've been doing this for just over 3 years, I believe, coaching. It's seriously changed my life. I used to, well, I used to not be that consistent on workouts and taking care of myself and putting myself as a priority, and all that has changed. And I feel like it makes me a better person, a mom, and everything. So, my routine tip would be, if you don't know about habit stacking, then that would be super helpful. Sorry, of course he's gonna be like a little turkey. Habit stacking. I've been struggling, especially like this week. I've had a rough week at work, and so I've just been like, okay, so I need to do these things. First, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, but like I can't do that I want to do until I do this. Like that way, it like makes it where I have to do that hard thing first before I can do the fun thing that I'm like wanting to do and get it done. And that just kind of helps me stay consistent and stay on it. And I'm trying to really lean into, during hard times, leaning into personal development and just really leaning into this process as far as like maybe lifting a little bit more aggressively or pumping out a little bit more but I think that would be like my main routine is probably I've been doing the habit stacking a lot, and even in my work I've been doing that, like, oh, I'm gonna do this many things and then I can do this, or I'm gonna do this many things, I'm gonna take a short break and do this. And I've been doing that more, and I feel like it actually makes me more productive because I'm wanting to get to that thing. So anyways, that's what I got, and I'm sorry he's really loud.
You're good. Yeah, that's brilliant. I like all these things. I was thinking about what I was going to say, like all these things I feel like I do too, but I didn't, like, you don't really think about it, but I do the habit stacking, like connecting one new habit to a habit you already have. And the reward thing, I need to do that more too. Like be like, okay, if you finish this, then you get to do this other thing that you really want to do. And I think one thing that has come up for everyone is doing it even when you don't feel like it. And I wrote this down because it's something that I have always kind of lived by, never really, and well, especially since I started coaching and started building my own habits and everything, but future over feelings, because feelings are fleeting. Feelings come and go. Feelings are really our instant reaction to a certain situation and circumstances. And if we base all of our decisions on our feelings, that's why we give up on our goals. That's why we don't stick to habits. That's why we can't stay in a routine. But if you can get in the habit instead of catching yourself in those, be like, okay, am I basing this on my feelings right now or what I actually want in the future? Because every single one of these women said, I know if I don't get up, I'm going to have a worse day, or I'm going to be interrupted in my workout and then I'm aggravated. Or I know Ashley was like, I'm digging into my personal development because I know I'm having a rough week and I know that this is going to make me feel better. And leaning into those things that we know make us feel good versus sinking back into old habits that we know just like get us feeling like crap again. And then the vicious cycle. And like Shayla, you make your routine what you want and you make it work for you. And like you said, if you have a crappy night of sleep, I always try to help my people set like a minimum. So, okay, especially if you're working weird shifts or have a new baby or just something's going on where you're not sleeping, yes, like there's a cutoff and you can make that for you. It's like, it's not up to anyone else. You get to decide that. And like, okay, if I get at least 6 hours of sleep, I'm getting my butt out of bed and going to do my workout, or I'm going to do this, or I really don't feel like cooking extra. I don't feel like cooking tonight. I don't feel like meal prepping. but you know what? I'm gonna like, I know I don't feel like it right now, but how am I going to feel in 2 days when I haven't been feeling my body the way I want? And I'm stressing out because I don't have anything to cook or I haven't planned everything. And now the kids are all hangry and I'm hangry. And you know what? Let's just order pizza. Now, there's nothing wrong with ordering pizza. We went out for pizza last night. However, it feels so much better when it's an intentional choice, because you've planned that and it's not just because you're kind of winging it and basing it everything off of your feelings. Because another thing that I do is I ask myself all the time, is this moving me toward my goals? And if it is, okay, full steam ahead. If not, I need to think about it a little bit more. That's like a yellow light, like, no, it's not moving me toward my goals. Okay, what do I really want here? Am I willing to sacrifice a little bit of progress in order to, indulge? Or, whatever it is, whether that's food, time, not doing a workout. We also encourage rest days, and some of our programs have built-in rest days also that help us, because I know even just in society, we feel like, okay, well, if I stop, I'm going to lose this momentum. But one thing that I've learned with, honestly, some of the value of these programs is that you don't have to know everything. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. All you have to do is what the experts are telling you and follow the programs, and they're gonna help you, and they're gonna teach you if you really listen and if you're willing to learn. They teach you about food and your body and exercise and all that stuff. And where we come in is in that accountability and sharing things like this and sharing what has worked for us too. And as coaches, we just have kind of a little bit of an extra little oomph, an extra accountability. And it's like everyone said, it's just kind of been game changing for most of us. So we love to share about it. So I didn't see if there are any questions in the Facebook group at this moment. This doesn't match my goals. Yes, exactly. Definitely overcome, accountability, finding the thing that lights you up.
I have one more thing. I feel like I tell my people a lot that this is your own journey. You don't have to compare to anybody else's, and what may be working for somebody else may not be working for you, as in like the program that we're doing, or whatever. And so it's okay to look at it as individual and not get that comparison. Raving. Not get the comparison bias and stuff going. Because I feel like a lot of people, a lot of my people seem to get in their heads a lot about like, well, I can't do all the things, or I can't do this. And I'm just like, just back it up. Like, it's your journey. Like, what's a minimum that we can do like this week? Maybe a 5-week program is not going to work, but you know what? It's written out in the calendar format. You can just do the first 4 and then pick up where you left off. Like, it's totally fine. Like, and just kind of looking at it from that mindset instead of just balls to the walls and then falling off because it's all gets overwhelming and whatever. You kind of you kind of brought that up about the
freaking men. Like, it's your journey. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It shouldn't look like anyone else's, and you can make it whatever you want. Like, you can take ownership and responsibility and your terms. You can make it whatever. And there's so much variety and so much just support that, we're here to kind of meet you where you're at and help you reach your goals, whatever those are. So does anyone on Zoom have any questions? For some reason, I can't see comments on the Facebook thing. So
There's a good question on the Facebook, and it says, how do I stay motivated to work out after having my second child? And like, my thing is I joined, so I had my first son, and then I got pregnant 3 months after I gave birth. And so I had both my boys a year and 10 days apart. And whenever I joined and started working out, I was 10 months postpartum with my second boy. And I was like, why did I not start this sooner? Like, it was exactly what I needed as a mother, because like I said earlier, like getting that me time in, like you're a mom of two, you are busy as crap and you are serving your children all day long. They are needing you to wipe their butts, wipe up their messes, wipe their noses, wipe their
all the
mouths.
things.
You are like literally wipe your energy, like you are wiping everything, right? And it wipes your energy. And in order to get you prepared for that, mentally prepared for the day, it's best to not be woke up by children. And I learned that like after I decided that my like afternoon workouts just wasn't really working for me. I was not a morning person whenever I started this. Oh my gosh, no way. Like I wanted to sleep for as long as I could in the mornings. And the day that I decided to start waking up in the mornings, oh my gosh, I felt so much like almost freedom to be me for a little bit, because I lost myself to motherhood. Like I had no idea who I was anymore because I was so focused on helping everybody else. And so whenever I committed to this and I started working out myself and started waking up in the mornings, I was just like, oh my gosh, here I am. This is me. Like I feel good. And so it's just digging down and doing it is going to be my biggest like advice for you. Just saying yes and doing the damn thing and putting yourself first for once. Put your health first, because your kids need you, but they need you with like a, with a sane mind. And so working out helps me have a sane mind in the morning without them coming and waking me up in the mornings. It's always better if I wake myself up, take care of me, and then I am ready to take care of everybody else for the day. So that's like the only motivation that gets me. It's like, I need this. And then I got you. Let me do this. And then, yeah, we can do you.
It is, okay, first of all, it's hard. Like, no matter what way you look at it, whether you have a newborn, whether you're just getting started, whatever your situation is, it can be really hard. But again, it's kind of like it's that forward thinking versus instant gratification. And at first, yes, you might like, you kind of have the honeymoon phase, like getting excited. That's why I like new programs and stuff and getting started with something new. It can kind of create that momentum, but then you have to start taking action to continue the momentum. Motivation doesn't just show up out of nowhere. Motivation comes from action. So if you can just do one little thing, and that's why you take the baby steps, and maybe it's nutrition first, maybe it's not workouts. And Hunter, maybe it's, trying Energize instead of the energy drinks. It's a cleaner energy, and you will be amazed, you guys. Until I did our gut protocol program, which is like the gut health thing. I just started that back in April. I thought I had a pretty decent diet, and I did, comparatively, but I didn't realize. I thought I felt pretty good. I didn't realize how much better I could feel. And if you can just get the oomph to like start and start to feel the effects of how you really should be feeling when you're taking care of your body, when you're moving it regularly, and when you're fueling it, when you start to feel what that feels like, that's when it starts to become easier to take action, and it becomes like that addiction, like the runner's high kind of, and you'll be more apt to continue to make those better decisions, because it's really, I think we can all say, like, we've become much more aware of our decisions and like, okay, is this moving me toward my goals? Or we know the consequences of those decisions, and we choose like what we want, and for a lot of us, it's become, okay, what do I want? Why am I really doing this? And it becomes about the future and a longer term goal more than how we want to feel right now in this moment, and that instant gratification or the buzz that a quick energy fix gives us, or the chocolate bar, or, whatever it is. And truly, honestly, when you start taking care of yourself, you will find the energy. It feels so hypocritical, I don't know to say, but like you have to spend some energy to get, you have to spend some energy to get some of that energy back. Like your return on investment is so much bigger. Like you're going to spend a crap ton, you're sacrificing your body and your money for the quick fixes. When you can sacrifice a little bit more, you're still going to sacrifice a little bit of money, you're still going to sacrifice some time, but your return on that investment is so much more. You're going to have the energy, the confidence, the patience, the mood, like all of those things, you're getting paid back like 10 times what you put in. But you have to start and you have to stick with it. And that's what we're here for, to help you do that.
Whenever you have
That's
the
what
feeling of doing it, you have to take action. Just like Shannon said, that's the most important part. It's just taking action. Sorry, my computer's slow.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Mine kind of like cut out too. I couldn't tell you were talking. That's exactly what I was going. Sorry. Good gosh, child, just sit still. Prove. But no, just literally picking a program and committing to yourself and making this promise to yourself that no matter what, I'm going to complete this program. It doesn't matter if you add in food, doesn't matter if you add anything, just pick one program and decide, like, ask your coach, get, you know, like for a good starter program, but just like put your mindset as that is your sole job, is just to complete that. And at the end of it, if you're not feeling like $1 million, then I don't know what to tell you, because I guarantee you are going to. That's exactly.
You can throw it back in our face, get your money back, all the things.
Yeah, I was like almost 200 pounds, like little 5'1", starting with my very first program, postpartum with my daughter. And I was just like, I gotta do something. So I told myself, like, all right, this 21-day program, I'm just gonna complete it no matter what and just see what happens. And then I was down like 10 pounds and like by the end of it, and then I'm stuck, and here I am three years later still doing it because I feel so good. So, and another
You're rocking it. And another human. Yeah, you've only grown another whole human. It's fine. No big deal. And that's like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You commit to something. I promise, guarantee you've done harder things in your life than this. It's a, like I said, and I think I don't remember what I said in that live video this morning. It was crazy. But it's a belief thing. And that's what we're here for too. It's just to lend you some of our belief until you can grow your own, because you're wildly capable of it. And we want to see you. We want to see you do that. What else? What else? We're about 30 minutes, so we don't want to keep it too. I mean, I could talk all night long, so feel free. But I know people have things to do. Anyone? Any other questions, comments, concerns?
I was gonna chime in, just like going off what Ashley, and Shaylee said, because like when you first start these programs, it's not going to be like you magically have this motivation and everything's just going to go perfect, right? So I started with like the 21-day fix because that's a short program, and I was like, okay, I can do this. It's only 5 days a week. And there's modifiers in all of our programs. So do not be afraid if you can't do moves, because there's somebody there that's going to be showing you how to do that. And that's what I did for probably 2 rounds of 21-day fix till I was able to actually do something. And then whenever you do, like, you don't have to modify anymore. It's the proudest, like, you're so proud of yourself and you're like, that's a huge win. And it's not just about the scale victories, like the non-scale victories, especially as you progress in your journey, are going to be what keep you going in your journey. Because I'm at a point where mine's not about weight loss anymore. It's about being strong. It's about being healthy for my boys and my family. I mean, it used to be about losing the baby weight, and your why progresses throughout your journey too. And so that's another thing whenever you initially start, is kind of digging into your why and why you want to start this for yourself. Me as the mom of, I had my first postpartum, I was like, I waited till I was 9 months, and I was never the type of person to take, like, I always exercise. I was sports, I was athletic, I did all these things. And so it was really tough for me not doing anything. So without these home programs, I would not have been consistent. I wouldn't still be going doing these things that I'm doing. So it can truly be life changing. And I know, like Shannon said it, a lot of women say this, like, it can change your life if you let it. So it's all about taking action, building those habits, these little tiny, small, simple habits, these mundane tasks that seem like they're nothing lead to big things, big changes over time. So I wanted to put that in there too, because it's really, they don't seem like they're very much. It gets repetitive and you're like, why do I keep doing this? But crap, sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. But like I said, the why changes as you go along in your journey too. And yeah, I think that's about it. My brain's about done after this day.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally. Actually, I just had something and I completely forgot what I was going to say. Also, what was it? Oh, sometimes just the decision, making that decision is that small choice and is a game changer for it. So just saying, you know what? No, I'm doing this. I'm committing to myself. I'm going to do it no matter what. And you have a lot of help and a lot of support around you. So, and yeah, if it's too hard, you're not modifying enough. If it's too easy, you're not putting in enough effort. You can modify and change these programs however you want to make it fit where you are. There is no program. There might be some more complex stuff, and that's what we're here to do also, is to help guide you maybe to something that's maybe a little bit shorter or more your style. But as far as, intensity, there's always a modifier and there's always something you can do. Like Ashley said, walking in place is working out too. If you're active and walking and doing it, then you're doing it and you'll progress from there. But you'll never know how good you can feel until you start trying. You either stay exactly where you are or you change it, and that's your choice. You have so much power in that. You literally can change your life at any moment. It's freaking awesome, man. All right, guys. I don't see. Yeah, sometimes modifying to keep your body safe. Yeah, I have had to drop weights a lot because I can feel it like hurting my back or something. And I'm like, okay, I got to put my ego aside for a second and drop the weights to no weights, or just, really lighten up. But yeah, all comes down to one thing: choices. You can choose to stay where you are. You can choose to change and go where you want to be. Yeah. I love you all so much. And I'm so happy that we got to chat. And can't wait to shout more of you out. Reach out to the coach who invited you if you have questions. Don't forget, if you get enrolled, you get, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna write down everyone's name. I'm giving out a tub of Energize for you guys tonight who showed up. So if you commented or you're here on Zoom with us, I think I have an extra tub in here. Boom, baby. Boom. Some mixed berry Energize tub.
Hurry, if you're watching live and Facebook, comment.
Yep, I'm gonna write down the names, but this is it. Beth, Sarah, Haley. Tag your coach, message your coach, and we'll be in touch. We're happy to chat goals, and we're all open books. Like, we'll tell you all the things. And bye, Jen. Beth. Mwah. Let's call you Jen. Okay. We'll see you guys in the group. Thanks for coming. Mwah.